Today we'll be making an Italian farro salad, which I feature on my foodie trip to the Tuscany region of Italy. The complete recipe for my farro salad can be found on my website at chefmichaelsalmon.com. This recipe calls for pearled farro, or farro perlato, which means that the husk has been removed and all of the bran has been polished away from it. The advantage to using a pearled farro is that it cooks faster. If you do end up using a whole farro to start with, you'll want to soak that overnight in water to soften the bran layer. Farro, also known as emmer wheat, is a nutty flavored grain with a flavor similar to that of brown rice, but with a chewier texture. Always rinse farro in cold water before using it to remove any dust left over from the processing. Preheat an oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Lay some cherry tomatoes out on a baking sheet. I like to line it with parchment paper to make the cleanup easier. Drizzle it with olive oil and sprinkle it with kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper. Roast the tomatoes for 10 minutes to soften the tomatoes and to get a little caramelization on them. Place the rinsed farro in a medium-sized pot and cover with 6 cups of cold water. Place that over a medium-high heat and bring it to a boil. Once the boil's been reached, reduce the heat to a simmer and cook it for about 25 minutes. Pour the farro into a strainer and discard the water. Allow the farro to drain in the strainer for at least 5 minutes so it can dry off well. Peel the red onion, core the tomatoes, and cut the bell peppers in half, removing the seeds, stem, and the ribs. Finally, dice the red onion, tomatoes, and bell peppers. Place the drained farro in a large bowl along with the diced red onions, tomatoes, and bell pepper. Add the minced garlic to the bowl along with the finely chopped Italian parsley, basil, and the juice of a half of lemon. Finally, dice the fresh buffalo mozzarella and add it to the bowl. Add the extra virgin olive oil, and the balsamic vinegar. I'm using a thick balsamic glaze here. And finally season with black pepper and kosher salt. Mix the salad well and adjust the seasoning if necessary. Arrange the farro salad in a serving bowl and surround with the roasted cherry tomatoes and a sprig of fresh basil. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and are inspired to recreate it at home. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below, and I would appreciate a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below if you have any suggestions or requests for future videos. Check out my website at chefmichaelsalmon.com for recipes, my online store with links to my favorite tools and ingredients, and information on my 2 cookbooks.